Je me sens comme si je n'avais jamais aimé avant. Cette envie de ne plus jamais me réveiller, quitter ce rêve que je vis depuis que je t'ai rencontré et que tu m'as libéré. Promets-moi de jamais te lasser, même si parfois change, de ne jamais te lasser. Et même si parfois je deviens comblé, de ne jamais te lasser. C'est de nos vies qu'il en dépend. Ne te lasse pas de moi. Et bien souvent je me demande ce que j'étais avant, et pris dans les bras de la mauvaise personne. Quand je pense à moi, j'ai encore de la peine, alors ne me quitte jamais des yeux. Et promets de ne jamais te lasser, même si parfois mon humeur change. De ne jamais te lasser, et même si parfois je deviens con, baby. De ne jamais te lasser, car c'est de nos vies qu'il en dépend. Ne te lasse pas de moi. Est-ce que tu le ressens? Ce que je ressens, baby. Est-ce que tu le sens, baby? Ce que je ressens pour toi, pour toi, pour toi. Est-ce que tu le sens? Est-ce que tu le sens, baby? Ce que je ressens pour toi, pour toi, pour toi. Oh baby, promets-moi de ne jamais te lasser, car je suis fou de toi. Yes, I welcome to Club Shada episode 178. Wow, those numbers are getting big, yo. I'm your host, Mr. Shada, aka Kaysha, aka Pretty Boy. Happy to be here. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a great Sunday of doing nothing. The only thing I did was watching YouTube videos, and I did one painting. So yeah, other than that, just rest mode. And yeah, it's good to be here. I hope everybody's feeling great. I hope everybody is in good feelings. La milliardaire, je t'envoie plein de bisous. Everybody, I hope you are good. And this show is brought to you by shadaware.com, the gods of good fortune. I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel. Another month with 1,800 subscribers more. So this channel is at 181,000 subscribers. That's beautiful. So yeah, all your names are here. Edith, Nicolau, France Joseph, and of course, as I'm talking, yeah, as always, yeah, you know how it goes. Welcome. Make yourself at home and remove your shoes as you enter the door. I'm having a little bit of allergies because the weather temperature just went down a little bit, and my body never reacts well to that. So yeah, this is this. I wanna give a thank you to all the sponsors, as we still don't have a stream royalty for the month of February. So everybody, thank you to all the sponsors. And to become the stream royalty, all you have to do is just put a super chat, just like boom, and then your name will be here. Before I begin, and I say hi to everybody, I want to show you that this is a good thing that they did on Google. It's cute. I want to celebrate and congratulate my Senegalese football team for winning their first African Cup of Nations. So that's cool. When you go to Google and you just type CAN Senegal, boom, it just give you this nice animation. I think that's great from Google. So that's cool. So listen, congratulations to Senegal for winning their first. It's the first time, right? Why they show me only stuff in Portuguese now? Listen, Google, I know I speak every language, but come on, like, could you show me English first? You only show me. Look at that. Only Portuguese. Ah, some French finally. There you go. Le Sénégal s'impose face à l'Égypte et remporte sa première Coupe d'Afrique des Nations. Well done. Vraiment. Congratulations to Senegal for winning, and yeah, congratulations for representing and doing these great match, and congratulations as well to Egypt. This is the game, you go, you win, sometimes you don't, but the most important is, listen, congrats. That's all I have to say. Congrats to Senegal. It must be party right now in Senegal. It must be, I don't know if we have images of Senegal. Oh, look at that. Wow. Dakar must be on fire.
Oh, really? Oh my God, let this. How are they gonna put publicity on Inst? Yo, how are you gonna put publicity on something that's on Instagram? These people are good. Ah, see. Okay. I see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Instagram. See, I'm gonna simply go to Instagram and see. Let me see. Wow, nice. Beautiful. Congrats to the coach. Let me type. I want to see images of Dakar. Let me go see. Top post. I want to see images of the city. That's what I want to see. I know they're partying. I want to see the city. Maybe I should have checked Twitter. Let me go to Twitter. Let's see. Yo, Dakar is going crazy. Look at that. Whoa. Wow. Let me see what Charlie sent me. Oh, I cannot see it because it's a private profile. Sorry, Charlie. Listen. Did I see this one already? Oh, it's Sadio Mane. Nice. Of course. Wow. There you go. That's how you listen. I'm not gonna talk about other things, but well, listen. Congratulations. Congratulations to the team of Senegal. You deserve it. And congratulations to everybody who participated in this amazing competition. And it's great to see that it's ongoing and it's getting more and more publicity for the African football. So congrats to all these teams who performed. And now the next celebration will be the World Cup. Sadly, here in Portugal, we didn't have access. It was kind of hard to get it. No national TV played it, so yeah. But I mean, we could see some match from IPTV. And listen, my only thing is there was a lot of penalties in these African Cup, which means like the teams are more or less on the same level. And listen, the Cameroon team, those penalties, I don't know. And the Guinea-Bissau team, like that penalty, I don't know. Like some people, you know, instead of running and just putting the ball in there, they're like, but hey, listen, it is the game. Like those people work hard to reach there, so all we can do is celebrate them. But listen, I didn't say hello, so Ellie's boys, was good? Julie, was good? La milliardaire, bisous bisous. Charlie Shaz, yeah, the Lions won. I hope you're good. I'm sure you're good. I'm sure Charlene is good too. So congratulations to all my Senegalese people in the house. The Future Sound Beat, what up, brother? I hope you're good. Joel, what up, cousin? I hope you're good. You see things that are happening in the country. Listen, we keep it for the private message on WhatsApp. Mountain of Inspiration, what's good? What up? Again, sorry for my allergies. Everybody, listen. Everybody, we're gonna celebrate Senegal comme il se doit. Everybody, put me the Senegalese flags in the chat, because yeah, you know, let me put the Senegalese flag in the chat myself, because that's how you celebrate people. You have to give them their flowers when they win, and be proud of our brothers from Senegal beating our other brothers from Egypt. Congratulations to all of them. Very first one, yay! Lego. So that's a revenge. Took 20 years, damn it. Yo. Yup. Very well said. That's one of those details. Indeed. Les marabouts sénégalais ont bien travaillé. MJ, we here with you. We're praying with you. Blessings. I hope you're good. They did. Nice, thanks. Dalia, how you doing? Great show last Saturday. I almost catch it on time. Actually, I get your message on time, but usually I'm doing something, or maybe I'm outside, so. But then I watch it. Or sometimes I watch, I don't say nothing. So I watch a long time before putting my comment. Hey Nadia, how are you? Yeah, I hope everybody has. Yeah, look, Nadia, we have more likes. Well, we're good. Everybody put that like. Demain c'est férié. Yeah, I saw your message, but sadly it was a private Insta, so I could not open the page without following people. And I don't like following strangers. What's good, Danny? I hope you're good. Are you done with your remix of Passy? Did I get it already? Yay. There we go. Listen, must be on fire. I would have loved to be in Dakar right now. That would be party for 2 days. Madness. Listen, this is the lesson. You might fall 20 years and then you work and work and work, and then you win. Not only for you, but also for those who paved the way for you. So yeah, hard work always pays off. Always. Listen, those were not funny comments. I was being serious. I was serious. Whatever I said, I don't remember, but yeah, I was serious. God, these allergies. Damn it. Hi. So Charlie, Charlene, what are you guys gonna do to celebrate? Or what did you do? And where are you actually? Everybody, put me where you are, flag plus hour. And yeah, how you gonna celebrate this? What you gonna do? Are you gonna, what you gonna do? I'd love to know. Me, what I'm gonna do my show. Get some interesting subjects for you tonight. So I'm gonna start with the two simple ones, and then I'm gonna continue with stuff that are paid. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is yes, he is. Didn't you see? He's been saying it. He's been saying it since the beginning. He said, "Shout out to all my lions over there." Yeah, you guys can speak Wolof in the chat if you want. I didn't see that. I was watching today. I'm finishing Cowboy Bebop right now. I'm watching Book of Boba Fett. I love it. And these days I'm more YouTube than Netflix and all the subscriptions that I have. Forever and ever. Alrighty. So listen, I'm really sorry. I'm allergies. I should sniff my stuff. Oh no, it's gonna make it worse. So, first thing I want to talk to you about is Instagram is testing. Why am I so big here? Wait a minute. I mean, why not? Instagram is testing paid subscriptions. So that's interesting. Instagram is testing paid subscription with a small group of creators. You can speak whatever you want. We're here, we're chilling. It's Club Shada. As long as you don't say something bad, right? Of course. Oh, all right. Party for 2 days plus the day the team comes with the cup. Oh, shit. Maybe I have time to take a plane right there. I'm 4 hours from there. So Instagram is testing a paid subscription with a small group of creators. So paid subscription will come with access to exclusive content and features like subscribers only lives and badges. In a way, a little bit like OnlyFans. Each Instagram user will soon be able to subscribe to a small number of creators and influencers to have access to exclusive content and features. In the blog post, the company says it's launching a test of subscription today. Let me go see what they are saying. Introducing subscription, helping creators earn recurring monthly income on Instagram. Introducing Instagram subscriptions. In 2020, Facebook launched subscription, which has helped creators build a sustainable businesses powered with the support of their communities. Based on strong creator feedback, we are ready to now bring this business model to creators on Instagram. With Instagram subscriptions, creators can develop deeper connection with their most engaged followers and grow their recurring monthly income by giving subscribers access to exclusive content and benefits, all within the same platform where they interact with them already. This is direct competition to YouTube. Starting today, we're beginning to test distribution with a few creators, blah, 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 blah. So you're going to have subscribers live when creators can broadcast exclusive live to their subscribers, allowing them to engage more deeply. Subscriber stories, when the people who pay will only see stories. And then subscriber badges, creators will see a subscriber badge next to comments and message so that they can identify their subscribers. While the feature is only available to a limited number of US creators during the initial test, we have planned to expand access to more creators over the next 3 months. If you want to see subscription in action, you can follow and subscribe to these creators. Let me see. Okay, and I don't think you can subscribe from here. You can follow, but no, you can subscribe. I don't know. Anyway, my opinion is that this is the future that you are seeing. I believe that I don't know if it will work. People will always complain because it used to be free. I believe it's going to continue to be free, but I believe that a lot of creators will say, hey, if you want to see a certain type of pictures or maybe some content, now you will have a way to have people pay for it. For example, let's say you were an artist. I don't know if you were there, Kendrick, but a year and a half ago when everybody was on quarantine and I started this show, every artist I know was singing on Instagram for free. And me, I was like, I'm not singing for free nowhere. And when everybody was doing a lot of live streaming on Instagram until they got tired of it, I started this show on YouTube that I can monetize. People can support the show with donations. Hopefully soon YouTube will give me access to also the possibility of people subscribing to my YouTube channel just to support, to say, hey, listen, I love your content, I love coming here, I want to give you $5 per month or $10 per month. We'll see the thing, and then on the chat you will appear in green, and maybe then if you have enough people like that, you can do live where not all your lives, but from time to time you can do a live where only the people who are subscribers can comment, or maybe you can do a show where in the beginning of the show it's open to everybody, and then maybe at the end of the show you do a special thing where people can ask you questions, but only the people who can ask questions are members, etc. Like this, and you can also do live only for members, not all the time, but from time to time you can do some live only for your members. All these things are things that already exist in other other platforms like Twitch, like YouTube, and yeah, they just following with the program. Because the thing is this: either you start having sponsors, or you keep doing shows and shows and shows and shows, and you might be tired because maybe you need to do a real job because it's not bringing you money as a creator. So people love to have everything for free, but at a point they have to understand that if they want the content to continue to exist, yeah, they have to put their hand in the pocket, or be supportive enough and bring enough people with them and promote the show themselves, that you have like 1,000 people watching every episode, so that you can tell a sponsor, hey, can you give me, I don't know, 500 per show. So, but you're gonna have, for example, look, here you're gonna have people that support the show. You know, Irvin, $88, Waitaka, $4, etc., etc. Like all these people who support the show, they support the show because they enjoy the content and they just want to say at a point, thank you. And other people who cannot maybe make a payment, what they do, they just go on Spotify, they listen to a little bit of music, or they go to Shada, they buy a t-shirt, etc. Everybody find their way to support the show, or they leave a like, they go leave some comments in the channel, etc. Everybody will do how they want, but you will always have some super fans, the ones that are really with you. Those ones, they will maybe want specific content. Or listen, imagine, I'm going to give you an example. I have a friend during the pandemic. So he lives with his daughters, and during the pandemic, the hip hop, the dance teacher told them, hey, listen, you used to pay 30 euros a month for your daughters to watch to go to the hip hop class. What I'm proposing to you is for $20 a month, you get access to 4 classes per month, but instead of doing them on in real life because of the pandemic and because of quarantine, we're gonna do everything on Instagram. So what you need to do is to send me the money through so we have a system here that we call multibanco here in Portugal, and you can just send money instantly from bank to bank. It's easy. So every parent, you send me your email plus 20 euros, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make my Instagram private. So that's the dancer that was saying that. She made her Instagram private, and only the parents that paid had access to the Instagram, so that when she went live, they used Instagram Live to continue giving the classes. So her as a teacher, she could keep her business alive, and the parents could have their kids continue to enjoy their dance classes. Now imagine if you have a subscription that you can pay directly. It makes more sense for people who are using those platforms for a business. Let's say that, so we have our show, Club Shada, it's fine, everything is cool. But let's say that I'm saying, listen, in 3 weeks, I want to do a special show. I want to do a special show about how to do a record label. And I'm going to do it in X sessions. And I cannot do it for free because usually, listen, people pay me $350 to spend an hour and talk about their business on one-on-one. So I'm not going to do it for free on YouTube. If I want to do a really masterclass, and it's really like it's not I'm talking about different things, subject. I'll give a lot of information anyway for free, but if you want to do something that is really like a class where you're going to have people learn really the ropes of something, people pay for that. Let's say you want to do it on your YouTube channel. And let's say you have access to memberships. So what you can do now is tell people, all you have to do is become a member of the channel. It's gonna cost you X per month, or maybe you have to have a special tier. Let's say you take the $30 per month masterclass option for a month, and then in the next month, I'm gonna do lives that are only accessible on a specific date. Let's say that's gonna be at night, it's gonna be at 8 p.m. and it's gonna be only for the people who are members, and I'm gonna teach you. So you come with a regular class, but it's gonna be already on the channel that you already know. You're gonna be able to follow. You're gonna be able to give your ask your questions, etc. And we're gonna do a real class, and I'm gonna teach you like from zero how to start your label, etc. And every episode we will have a different thing, and only the people who are members will be able to also rewatch those episodes of this masterclass. And now it's worth, since you already have the camera, you already have the setup, you already have the people here. Imagine if you could just click somewhere and become a member. And now you have access to paid content, and you still have access to the rest of the free content. So those are for a creator that is making their business on those platforms. Of course, it makes sense. You can do it on Facebook, I think. You can do it on Twitch. And a lot of people, what they do, they pay for something and they get a private invitation on Zoom or those platforms. Look at the quality here. Imagine if I could do, let's say I want to do a show. Let's say I want to do a show. Let's say I say, listen, I'm going to do a show. I'm going to have special guests. It's going to be me, Nelson Freitas, Judge. We're going to be all in my house. There's going to be a guitar, and we're going to sing songs. We're going to sing songs. It's going to be great quality. We're going to have fun, etc., etc. It's a special concert, and it's going to be $5 per person. And but you have to be a member. You just have to take a membership for a month. You can cancel anytime you want. You can cancel in the next month, but you become a member and you can see the show. And now, the people who are not members, they continue their life. The channel is free. But those who will want to see the show, maybe they will come and put their $5. So let's say we have, 10,000 people logging in to see the show. We make 50K. We split and boom. And then maybe you can do this every month, a special show, something special for your members. I know some people, they have shows that are free and other shows that are only for members. And some others have shows where the first hour is free and the second hour is still free, but only the members can talk in the chat. You have a lot of ways that you can do it. It's and look, a lot of people think that OnlyFans is only for adult content, but I know a lot of people, for example, they have OnlyFans channels where they teach people trading or cryptocurrencies or cooking or whatever, and or dance classes, but you just have to pay to be able to access the content. So it's nothing special. To me, my only thing that I believe is that all these people lost a lot of time to do this. The opportunity, I said it before, the best opportunity to create that was during the quarantine, where the whole world was online with nothing else to do. That was the point where somebody like Buddy could have used memberships on YouTube for people who come to see him do DJ sets every day. That was the time that, I could have started this club Shada and tell people, hey, listen, you don't have to, but if you become a member, that supports the show. So we can, always try ideas, etc. MJ Wimoto has his YouTube channel where he has his podcast when he review albums. If you have members that are paying and continually paying a subscription, they don't have to leave the platform to go buy me a coffee or Patreon or whatever. They just click and now they're members, and when they leave a comment, their name is now in white, it's in green or in blue, and maybe they have a special icon. Some people, they love to be, to show that they are different, that they are the supporters. And some people, they really want to support you. And sometimes it's hard. Listen, you can leave a super chat, but you can also send me a PayPal. But imagine sending a PayPal. You have to leave what you're doing. You have to stop watching now, go to PayPal, go click, find my email, send me a PayPal. Too complicated. The fact, now that I have access to super chat, it's simple. If you want to support this show, all you have to do is click on the $, say I want to leave $1, $2, $10, $20, $500, whatever is the amount, and boom, it's done. And then you become stream royalty. It's very important to understand that sometimes it's better that everything is in the platform. And I think it's great that Instagram is doing it. I just think they took too much time. It's very late to do it. This should be available to a lot of creators. And YouTube, I think I know the gamers already have that option. I think they should give it to independent musicians like me. We should have access to membership long time ago. There's also something that they will do soon called Super Clap, I think. When you watch a video, you can leave like a donation after watching the video. Listen, some people, they really want to support the creators, and I think even Spotify is actually thinking of creating special memberships as well. Listen, this is going to be the future. The only thing now is that people cannot subscribe to everybody, because at a point it's a budget. So, but for the artists that you really want to support, yeah, listen, if there's a show that you really like and you don't want this show to go away, yeah, you speak with your money, you speak with your dollars. Damn, I'm getting more and more paid version after free access. I would like to see that actually. And no, listen, I believe that it's going to be free. It's going to be free, etc. But you're going to have some content that you will be behind. It's not the whole Instagram that will become paid. It's just going to be some people, just like on YouTube. Subscription, the way it works on YouTube. I think it's going to be like this. Indeed. How much will IG keep? You know, Facebook. They love to keep all the money, but I think they're gonna do 70-30, probably. I think that's what they do on Facebook already. So I believe that's what they're gonna do. The players with the marabout in their legs. No, I have no fever. This is allergies. I just started having allergies, and I just took my it started just like 10 minutes before the show, and probably because I was cleaning something and just probably smelled something, and it just made me allergies. I just need to go outside and breathe air, and it's gonna pass. And I took some antihistaminic, but it's gonna take it should be starting to work now, but those things. That's what it is when you're live, you know. The worst part is when you do a show. When you have a live show and you get allergies, or you get sick like 1 hour before leaving the hotel and you start feeling sick, that's a nightmare. But hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Usually people are on IG for short clips or pictures. I don't know if it will be sustainable, especially if the content needs to be PC. Yeah. Now that's the question, because I think they're going directly after a little bit YouTube, but they're specifically going after OnlyFans. The thing is, OnlyFans have a lot of adult content. A lot of girls, they use Instagram to tease, and then on IG is when you can see the whole thing. On OnlyFans, this is where you can see the whole thing. I don't think that Instagram is gonna let you post a certain type of content, even if it's behind a paywall. People will go crazy if they do this. So I don't think it's gonna happen. The same way that YouTube doesn't. Those platforms, they don't go over a certain point. But listen, there's a few things. As I said, there's some content that might, like, some people might find ways to monetize their Instagram. And listen, it could be people who do dance classes. Even if I know that Instagram has, when you go live, Instagram knows how to send you people way better than YouTube. But YouTube, the size of the screen, the fact that you can watch it on your phone, but you can also watch it on your TV or your computer, all this, I believe that personally, I remember when I was watching the first verses, I was like, why is this on Instagram? Like, the sound was horrible. The people were there. They have to put their thing near the microphone. The sound was not great. And then when they started making it way more professional and becoming really like a thing where the sound system was plugged to and sent as the images, like the professional, the way I'm doing it, where and that I could see it on TV. That's why I started only watching my verses on YouTube, or it was on Apple Music in the beginning, but then now you can watch it on YouTube. For some people they don't care. They want to watch on the phone. Me, I like to be on my sofa and watch on my big ass TV. So it's really gonna depend what content. I believe that the content that used to be for free, you will not be able to start have people paying it. But if you do a special live something, listen, if Kylie Jenner does a special live where she shows you how she put her makeup with her new, and she unveils the new collection of whatever, and she give you some little secrets, and then she's gonna have a special guest, whatever. Travis Scott's gonna be there, and it's $10 to be a subscriber. Listen, she's gonna have 1 million people, and then she's gonna be like, yeah, you see, I do this, I do that. So it really depends what you have to propose as a creator and who is willing to pay for it. It's always like that. It would be great if they allow HD content, or at least third-party app to stream. Listen, third-party app to stream would be great. Like this way, if this show could be at the same time on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and that all the chat comes from all these platforms and we can see everything here, yeah, that would be great. Allergies are called hay fever in certain places. Okay. Moi, j'appelle cassage de couche. Honestly, people that want an exclusive content are already to pay for it. Yep. I just think a professional fan might think different than an ordinary fan. Indeed. That's why we call them super fans. You have the guys of Spotify, they have tiers of fans. You have casual listeners. They just listen to your music from time to time. And we're going to talk about it when we're going to talk about the Spotify controversies right now. But so you're going to have casual people that listen to your music from time to time. And if you disappear, they don't care. Then you're going to have the fans. Those are the people who listen to you like at least 1 or 2 times a week. And then you're going to have the super fans. The super fans are the people who listen to your music every single day. The first thing they do, listen to your music. The last thing they do, and they have all your t-shirts. They have everything you do. They go see all the movies where you are. Those are the super fans. And those are the ones that you can monetize. And they are willing to give you their money because they believe that the content you give them is worth it. So they will come to your concert. They will buy your t-shirt, merch. They will buy your mugs. They will send you money as super chats, etc., etc., etc. And they will believe that it's worth it. And so to give you an example, I have people, they have all my songs. They listen to all my songs on streaming, and when I release an album, they go and they buy the album. Even if they're gonna stream, they will still buy the album because it's important for them to have the physical object. And they also come to the live streams, and they go to every show. Even if they've seen the show 10 times, they will still go to the shows. They know all the songs. They know some songs better than you. They know all your different styles. They study you, etc., etc. Those people, those are the people that you can monetize. And as a creator, you have to know the balance between your super fans, and you also have to treat your super fans a little different than the other ones. And it doesn't mean that you have to not respect the other ones. You just have to understand that those ones, let's say you have let's say you do a Q&A, for example, and you have like 200 people asking questions. The people who are your members, you will answer their question in priority. Why? Because they pay for it. And then you will answer everybody else. It's the relationship with, and then you work on those relationships as a creator to make sure that you keep those people happy as well. And sometimes you don't have to do specific content or exclusive content for them. Some people will send you, look, Sirène des Îles, for example, has been in every episode since the last 4 months. She gave $10 every episode of Club Shada. So this is on Club Shada, she's considered a super fan and a sponsor. So Mike Phoenix, for example, he lost a lot of episodes, but he gave $100 2 episodes ago, and he sent me a message and said, "I'm sorry, I was traveling, so this is for all the episodes that I missed." And some people, they really don't mind sending because it's not that they see it as a service, but maybe your content is something that matters to them on a level that is different from other people. Some people really need it. I think I would call Julie, for example. I would call Julie a super fan, because Julie has my CDs. She follows me on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. She leaves comments everywhere. She sends messages, and she rarely miss an episode of Club Shada. So, and it's not a question of how much money she gives. It's a question of the presence as well, and the fact, when you watch, if you watch 10 videos of in my channel, and you let the advertising go until the end, or maybe you click on it, it generates money as well. So the fact that those people are always here, those people are making the algorithm see, Julie, Ellis, Dalia, those people that are here, all you guys who are here, 100 episodes already, 178 episodes, and you come to every live, the platform will see who comes every episode, who comes every 2 episodes, who come from time to time, etc. And the platform will classify. And those who are considered by the platform super fans, those one will receive emails when I'm live. The others is only if they're on YouTube, they will see them somewhere on top. And that's how it's it's very interesting. And as a creator, you really have to think about it, how you work on that. So I don't know if I think Instagram, it's gonna depend on who they open it to, because those people, they like to make it complicated. But if they open it to everybody, for me, for example, if Instagram opens the possibility to do donations and do live that you can monetize, or even the videos, like if you could monetize the IG video, the IGTV videos, yeah, listen, I would do a live from time to time, special Instagram on Fridays or while I'm running or whatever, like. But you're gonna also have to give an incentive to the creator, because the creator that is here doing all these live is also, it's time. It's a lot of time that you're putting time and effort to give a show with a certain quality. If you're not getting paid for it at a point, you're gonna have to go to work to pay your expenses and to be able to continue the show. And maybe work will take more time. So the fact that I did Club Shada, the fact that it's actually the revenue of my YouTube channel has doubled. Why? Because every episode is a new episode plus the videos, etc. So more ads, etc. So at a point, after almost 200 episodes, it's starting to see in the revenue from all the people who watch the episode after, and they have ads in there, the people who watch the little clips, etc. So I can do this show, and soon I will be able, when I decide to start working on it, or I find somebody to work on it, I will have brands here putting their logos, and I will say, hey, this show is brought to you by whatever brand. You see what I mean? And then imagine you have brands plus memberships, plus super chats, plus XYZ, then you have a interesting business. You know what I mean? I'm reinventing myself in 2022. All right. What's the goal? What is the reinvention? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm interested in. My alarm is your remake sexuality. When my daughter here, she was like, that's a great song. Actually, it's super successful on Spotify. You can actually go live on Facebook and IG with Restream. Yeah, you can, but IG, you still have to, technically you can do it, but Facebook can just terminate your Instagram account because they let you do it, but it's not something that is permitted, and it's not that simple. You have to use that duck program. I forgot the name, etc., etc. It's complicated. On YouTube, it's simple. You get a stream key, and boom. Same thing for Facebook. It's easy. You can connect your Facebook here, and boom, ready. I would love to use my program and say stream to Facebook and Instagram as well, and etc., without having to do any hacking. And somehow they don't want people to do it. Yeah, it's stupid in my opinion. Facebook has started giving out badges to like top fan, sharer, anniversary badge, etc. Yeah. Facebook they're doing their thing. They're trying to, in the streaming world, they are trying to stick their neck out, because the two big ones are Twitch is the number one in terms of streaming, then you have YouTube, and then Facebook. But yeah, they're fighting for it. Can we merge the monthly support on Patreon with subscription on IG? I don't think so. But the creator, so this is the thing. Back in the days, you could be on Patreon. And you could connect your Patreon to YouTube, so that your Patreon members could have special things in the chat, etc. That's how they did. But when YouTube started to compete with Patreon with super chats and memberships, they remove all this from YouTube. So now the problem is, I have a few people who are on my Patreon, but it's an external site to YouTube, so cannot offer the things that I could offer if YouTube was if I had something the same as Patreon directly on YouTube. It would be so different, because now I have to create a community inside of Patreon and send them. If I want to do a special live only on Patreon, or some content that is only on Patreon, it's another platform that I have to send people. If it was on YouTube, I could do everything in one place, right? And same thing if it was on Instagram. You can build your audience and your community in one platform, and then you use all the tools in the same platform. And in my opinion, in the future, all these platforms will have the same set of tools. Everybody will let you go live. Everybody will let you monetize your followings, and everybody will let you have exclusive content that you can sell to people. Let's say you have a new music video, or you have a new album or something, and you can say, listen, if you're a member, you have access to the songs 2 days before everybody. For example, just 2 days. It's going to be an incentive for people to become members just for that. I have this girl that I know. She has a show, and then the first hour they talk about stuff like here, and everybody can chat. On the second hour, they say, okay, now members questions, and only the members can ask questions about the specific thing. I think it's about live streaming. So only the members can ask questions about the programs they use, live streaming, how to live stream, this, that. And every time I watch the show, you're gonna have like a lot of questions from members, and you're gonna have a lot of people becoming members just so they can ask questions, because they say, yeah, listen, it's worth it. I really need to know how to use this thing, or I have this bug that is killing me. I need some help. Let me pay $5 a month so I can ask my question. And it works. Yeah. Thank you. Sharing Spotify, talking about your YouTube channel can help too. Indeed. That's why I have bots that do it all the time in the chat. Oh, don't worry, I'm coming. This is my next subject. Wait, what do I have? Those are the subjects I want to talk about, but not today. But I'm gonna go to the Joe Rogan. But I wanted to talk about this OnlyFans. I didn't think I would talk about it for so long, but I forgot I talk a lot. And then I want to talk about Denmark reclassifying COVID as an endemic, but I'm gonna keep it for the next episode. And then I'm gonna talk about a story that I want to tell, but also I'm gonna take it for the next episode. But so the next thing is gonna be actually this. So and it actually ties into that. My art will be more sexier than porn. I'll show more of my vocal skills as a singer with covers on YouTube. As a side of me that I want to explore and share with people. Yeah, I believe that my critic, this chair is always making noise, I'm sorry. My critic for me about your Instagram is that I already told you privately, but you need to have a little more diversity in your content, and also have. I think people are very thirsty for when they like a creator. I think people enjoy also hearing what that person thinks. People love coming. Look, you guys are here. Look, you guys are here every week to hear me talk. And some people discover me here, then they go to music, but most people discover me from music, then they came here, or from NFT, whatever. But just showing the same poses at a point becomes boring for somebody who likes you. Once they've seen a pose 10 times, it's like everything else, it becomes boring. So you have to start trying to have different sets of content, even on Instagram, that show you also in your day-to-day. You might not want to share some stuff, but there's other things that you can share, and there's a lot of things that you can do. And then if you have people enjoying you as a personality, like your personality, your persona, people discovering the sweet person you are and your covers and etc., then you can send them to OnlyFans, to X videos or YouPorn. I don't remember where you have your adult content. All these things, you can use it to funnel people to the paying content. And then those who are, some people, they just want to hear you sing, for example, or they just want to hear your opinion on things, or because they listen to your opinion on things, then one day they will go to your paying content, or vice versa. Some people who are here for your adult content, maybe they discover that you also talk about life and other things. They're gonna be like, oh my god, I mean, oh, she's not just a pair of ass and boobs. Oh, she has something to say. Like, the synergy between all the content is super important. I know I did an I did an episode about synergies a long time ago, and like I told you, I got me talking, I got me being a singer, I got me doing NFTs and art, I got me selling t-shirts and hats, I got me giving people life coaching, I have me as a businessman, I have all these different me's, and the synergy is that every part of me serves the other parts. And if you are not interested in my opinion on things and you just want to hear me sing, you can. But a lot of people when I receive private messages, they tell me, you know what? I really used to love you as a singer, but now that I've discovered you on Club Shada and I hear that your opinions about things, and when I hear you talk about business or your experience, I respect you even more. And it's interesting because of me expressing myself, a lot of people who loved me as a musician or liked me as a musician, now they respect me as a person because of conversation. They realize that, oh, I can listen to this guy for 2 hours and I'm entertained or whatever, or I have a lot of people telling me, oh, you know, I watched the show, or I watched the small snippets that you put on Instagram. And I'm like, I never see your comments. You know, I don't comment, but there's a lot of artists, they watch Club Shada. A lot of people come, they take advice, they listen to, you know, the words of wisdom or my opinion on things, because this is the world of today. People have more trust in a Kaysha, a Joe Rogan, we're about to talk about that, than on the news media, on CNN and governments, etc. They prefer listening to the opinion of somebody that they feel close, or that they feel like, you know, somebody that is talking to you, that is replying to you, etc. It's the world of today because of where we are, social media, etc. So listen, I don't know if you, 2 years ago when everybody was on quarantine, all of us were watching people on live on Instagram, and everybody was there talking just to not feel alone. That's how we started this show. So I really believe that you have to learn how to not just try to sell something. And we have all these options, but look, I have some shows where I generate money from super chats. I have other shows where I don't. But I'm going to generate money afterwards from maybe somebody seeing the show and buying a t-shirt, or maybe somebody listening to the coming after the show, going to listen to my songs, or maybe somebody watching the music here and going to find it on Spotify, Apple Music title, whatever, or somebody after seeing the show going to Patreon or to buy me a coffee or to PayPal directly and leaving a donation. So I never stress about this, and I don't force people to be like, yeah, you have to send me money for all the things I say all the time I spend here. No, I understand that you just naturally be yourself, and people will reward you from one way or from another. Maybe when the album comes out in 2 weeks, some people, before streaming it, they will go buy it on iTunes. This is what people did in the last album. They were showing me, I bought my iTunes cards just to buy your album. I was like, why you buy it? You can stream it. No, we want to support. And I saw the first day when the album came out, there were a lot of people who bought it. They bought it just to have it on iTunes, and then they went back to streaming it. And just because they want to show the support. And it's just because of the value you give to people. So what you have to always think about, I'm not trying to divert the subject to something else, but what you always have to think about as a creator is the value you give to people. If there's value, they stay. If there's no value, they continue their way. They come, they're like, it's boring, they're out. If you deliver value, then they stay. So as a creator of adult content, you have to find what is the value you can bring to your fans. So of course they have the direct value, that's the one you're monetizing, which is adult content, but all the synergy you can do around it is crazy. Listen, if I was a porn actress, Trust me. All the things that I could do, I have to do a show about it. I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna invite my friend who's making hundreds of thousands of dollars on OnlyFans every month, and have her explain all the different businesses she does and how she has monetized content and free content and etc. Like, all this is a whole universe. Listen, I also have to do an episode about. Listen, I discovered so much about like this whole online porn industry. Like, there's this company that owns like almost all the websites, and I was like, yo, I have to do a show about them. But yeah, we're gonna keep it for another episode. What I was saying. No, why would you do that? So, the multi-dimensional personality of a content creator. There you go. Yep. The only problem is subscription fatigue. Like, people cannot give to 1,000 people. But, yeah. Like for me, like I said, I would prefer people being members here on YouTube. But for now, I don't have access to memberships. I will have soon, hopefully. I'm just waiting for them to implement it on my channel. And for now, yeah, listen. You just go and you leave a super chat. And yeah, it works for me for now. Or you can also go on my Patreon and just show your support by just giving, I don't even know how much is my Patreon, five a month or 10 a month, whatever. Like, but for me, I'm waiting for the moment where everything will be on one platform. I really prefer it. So then you can propose something to, you write, I know your music, then Inspire really changed my mindset. So when Club Shada started, I said yes. And the day you'll start giving exclusive professional content, I'll be part of it. There you go. There you go. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans and start, like. All right, let's talk about Joe Rogan. Listen, that whole shit is crazy. So how did this whole shit started? So it always depends from when you look at it, right? So I'm gonna try to not look it from a site that is very left side or right side. I'm trying to find something. Yeah. Where can I see that? Let's try this one. So Neil Young demands Spotify remove his music over Joe Rogan vaccine misinformation. He started like that. So Neil Young decided, I don't want to be in a platform where there's vaccine misinformation. And he put an open letter to his management that has been since taken down from his website. Okay. See, things are changing. Anyway, he wrote, I'm doing this because Spotify is spreading fake information about vaccines, potentially causing death to those who believe the disinformation being spread by them. Okay. What is my opinion on that? My opinion is that, okay, wait, let me see one thing first of all, because those are things that are important. There you go. You have to understand, first of all, an information that is important that happened a few, no, wait. All right. This is the first important information that for me is very important. So I'm going to try to see this thing not like everybody has been seeing it. A lot of people have been trying to politicize this conversation. A lot of people are seeing this conversation as in an emotional way. And everybody is now, okay. But I'm going to try to see it in a business sense. First information I want to give you before I talk about it and I give you my opinion. The first information I want to show you is this one. Neil Young sells 50% of publishing rights to his entire catalog to UK investment firm. So he gave the right to the worldwide copyright and income interest of 1,180 songs composed by him. Okay. And they pay him 150 million for that. All right. So that's for the publishing right. It's not the masters. I sold 50% of his catalog to the song. 150 million is nice. The deal gives Ignatius the right to the worldwide copyright and income interests from 1,000 plus songs by Young, and it has been reported to have cost around 150 million. All right. This is the first information. So the second information I want to give you about that is something that has been for a long time already. It's that Joe Rogan Spotify deal. Spotify deal. Interesting. Like it or not, Joe Rogan is Spotify's future. Hey. Here's what I want to. Joe Rogan podcast is moving to. Oh, you gotta subscribe. I don't want to subscribe. Let me see. Spotify deal. Wall Street Journal. Okay, let's go. So that was already a long time ago, right? But Spotify did a podcast deal with Joe Rogan for 100 million, right? 11 years of content will go to Spotify. Oh, this one is blocked 2 under whatever, but listen, it's okay. So, why is it important that I give you that information before I talk about the rest? I believe that Neil Young and a bunch that follow behind him, a bunch of his friends and people who go in solidarity with him, and also the public, everybody is on stances. And the stance is interesting. But the business is what will give you the answers. And actually, a lot of these stances are pressure for the businesses. First of all, you have to ask yourself, and to understand the business of streaming, to understand the interests that are going right here. And why, in my opinion, I don't know for Neil Young, but a lot of the people who are behind him talking, saying, yeah, me too, I want to remove my content. A lot of those people, they might return to Spotify in 3 months. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, so where do I start? Yeah, let me just tell you this. First of all, I don't know. Tell me in the chat which service you use to listen to music. Are you on Tidal? Are you on Apple Music? Are you on Spotify? Are you on YouTube Music? Are you on KK Box? Are you on Deezer? Google Music doesn't exist anymore, so it's YouTube Music now. Are you on Amazon MP3? What service do you use? That's gonna be my first question. And while you are answering, I'm gonna find something important in my analytics. Okay. No. Let me do a filter. Go ahead, answer while I'm doing my filter. So, 1 year. There you go. All right. There we go. So only 2 people answer. Everybody else is just watching. All right, no problem. Spotify. All right. Now, some people use a service and it's just like an iPhone. Some people, they go from place to places as the wind take them. And because they go from places into places because the wind take them, or because I'm following my artist, I'm going with whoever, they believe that the rest of the world does the same thing. And I'm here to tell you that there is nothing more further from the truth than that. The people who use Spotify, they have their account. They have their friends that use Spotify as well. They send songs to people using the Spotify links to their other friends who use Spotify as well. And they have their playlists on Spotify. Spotify know their habits. Maybe they've been 5 years on Spotify and they have no reason to change. Others, the same. You take the whole conversation that I put from Spotify, you put it from Apple Music, it's the same thing. Some people, they're on Apple Music, they have no reason to change, they don't want to change, they have their collection down there, blah, blah, blah. Some is Deezer. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. And listen, I'm going to tell you why I'm not biased on this conversation about platform. I pay for all of them. I pay for all of them because it's part of my business. I pay for Amazon, I pay for Apple Music, TV, games, I pay for Spotify, and I have family accounts in all of this. I even pay for YouTube. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have ads. My wife doesn't have ads. My kids don't have ads. And so every time we watch a video on YouTube, people get paid. It's like if we are streaming when we're watching videos on YouTube. And it costs me around, I don't know, $100 per month. If you add Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, and the rest. The only one is Amazon. I also pay for my wife the Brazilian one, Global. So listen, I have a budget of probably 100 and something just for subscription on to content. Add another 50 or 49 for cable and everything that comes with cable, right? And internet, whatever. All right. So I use all these platforms because I have to check that my music is everywhere. I have to click the link, etc. Every time I have a release, I have to make sure, and I have to check where my listeners are, what they're listening on every platform. So I have to go every week to Spotify for artists, Apple Music for artists, Amazon for artists, Deezer for artists, and I check all the where people are using those platforms, etc. Right? And this is what my experience is telling me. My experience is telling me that if I decide tomorrow to move, hey, listen, Joe Rogan said this and that and whatever. He talk about misinformation. Listen. And I said, listen, I don't want my music on Spotify no more. Starting now, Kaysha's music is only going to be on Apple Music and Tidal and whatever, right? I believe that none of you guys will leave Spotify with me. None of you guys. You guys will not leave Spotify. Because even if it's Kaysha, what? Kaysha is not on Spotify. You know what Spotify is going to do? When you're going to enter Spotify, right? You're going to go to Spotify. And what Spotify will do is it will tell you when you're going to go to the home, it's always going to find you something else to listen to. Because you're not here on Spotify for me. There's 50 million singers out there, creators and podcasters and whatevers. They're all here. And when you're going to go to Discover Weekly, he's going to show you a bunch of people to replace Kaysha. And when you're going to go to Apple Music, you're going to discover how the interface is horrible. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I miss Spotify. And you're going to be like, oh, this fucking Kaysha brought me here with his bullshit. I'm going back to Spotify. Because look, my playlists are here. These are my playlists. They're already here on Spotify. I have to re-import. I have to redo. Listen, wait, where's my Making Love playlist? Where's my playlist? Making Love R&B Smooth. Listen, for the last, I don't know how long Spotify has existed, but ever since Spotify exists, every time I make love, I have my playlist of, look, 211 songs of R&B songs that I put on random to make love. So every person I ever made love to in this last 15 years, minimum, they know my playlist Making Love. And listen, I have 350 people. They also use my playlist. Right? Now, if I have to move to Apple Music, I have to also redo all my playlists, or I have to buy a service to import my playlist. And listen, Apple Music is it's okay, but Apple Music is not Spotify. Okay, let's say, all right, let's follow Kaysha in his thing. Let's go to Apple Music. All right. Now let's use, me, I have all my playlists everywhere because I have to for work, but I pay for this. I have all my playlists that are syncing from one place to another. So I have my Congo playlist, my African hits playlist, my Afro house playlist, my Afro beat, my piano playlist, because people listen to them and I use them to promote, right? But, all right, listen. Now I want to listen now. Let's see what they propose to me. Okay, it's different. They propose me stuff, new music. They have playlists as well, but I don't see playlists from other people. You see, I only see their own playlists. I want to listen to the playlist from friends, etc. It's getting better and better, but it's not the same. It's not as good as Spotify. That's for me. I believe that in terms of ergonomics, Apple is not doing a good job with Apple Music compared to Spotify. Now, let's say that that's one of that's my main argument, right? Now I'm going to show you something. I won't leave Spotify now, even for me. Now imagine, I'm going to show you something. Let's say that I'm Kaysha, right? I'm Kaysha, but I'm going to give you an example. This is my catalog for the last from February 5th, 2021 to February 5th, 2022, right? This is 1 year of my catalog that I'm going to show you. So, almost 20 million streams, right? And you can see it's going up. I went from around 50,000 streams per day to now 66,000 streams per day. Beautiful. We're going up. We're moving. All right. Now, what is important here is this one. This thing here. Look at this. In 1 year, 47% of my money comes from Spotify. 47%. All right. Apple Music, 24%. Deezer, 16%. Amazon, 6%. iTunes, so downloads, 4%. And then everything else, 1%. This is the reality of the game. 47%, half of my listeners are on Spotify. All right. Do you believe that if I decide tomorrow, fuck this thing, fuck Spotify, Joe Rogan, blah, 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 I'm moving to the rest? Come with me, my followers. Let's say, I say, come with me. Let's come with me because of the vaccine misinformation, blah, blah, blah. You see, this is what they're going to say. This is my cousin. This is my damn cousin. He's saying I will not leave Spotify. So 47% people, let's say that my die-hard fans, like my real, the sushiraw soldiers, they say, boss, we follow you where you go. You the general. Let's say I take 5% of my Spotify listeners with me. And they go to Tidal, they go to Deezer, they go to Apple Music, they go to Amazon, they go to YouTube, whatever. 5% go. And the 42% say, not leaving Spotify for you, nigga. Staying here. Sorry. Good luck. I understand you fight. Bless. See you on Club Shada. I lose 42% of my revenue believing that people will follow me. And what you gonna tell me? Hey, listen, sometimes you have to do the sacrifice for the stance. Listen, we have to be respected. Yeah. All right. 42% of the revenue is for me, as a small artist that I am, this is 50,000 euros that you're not gonna make all of a sudden. And you're gonna see it every 3 months when you get paid. You're gonna receive your next statement. So you used to make 20,000 every 3 months from streaming. And then the next month, you make 10,000. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what's not gonna change. The school for your kids, the expenses for your wife, the food in the belly of the 4 people that you feed, plus their friends, you, the rent in your beautiful fancy neighborhood, the rent is not gonna change. The places that you go, that you used to go, they're not gonna change. The investment that you do, etc., etc. If your money is divided by 2, you're gonna feel it, trust me. And once you feel it, we're gonna see if you care about Joe Rogan. And this is why it was important. Neil Young sells his catalog to 50% of his catalog to Hypnosis, a publishing house. Amazing, big deal. All right? It's a publishing deal. So they get money from the publishing, not from the master recording, but still. In 3 months, let's say, I don't know what is the percentage, right? I'm talking about my own percentage, but as you see in my percentage, Spotify is 47% of my streams, and Apple Music is 24%, and Deezer is 16%, and Amazon is 6%. And you know who was like, yeah, we were welcoming all the fans of Neil Young? Those guys. And you know why they say that? Because this is the big guy. This is the winner of the game. So if the fans can come here, of course they're happy. But in reality, most of the fan will stay here. So when these guys, Hypnosis, who paid for your catalog for 150 million, they realize that, how come instead of making 100,000 every, I don't know how much he has a lot of followers. So I believe he has, before they removed his catalog from Spotify, he had 6 million people listening every month. So I have 300,000 people listening. So if you multiply by 10, so by 20. So let's say I generate 20,000 per quarter. So it generates 400,000, more or less, right? It's not real calculation, but let's say it generates 500K per month. Let's say that's the money it generates for these guys who bought half of his catalog. In 3 months, those people are waiting for their 500K. So since they own 50% of the catalog, let's say they make 200K every 3 months from his catalog. In 3 months, they receive the money from the services, and they realize instead of getting 200K, they only get 100K. For something they paid 150 million, they're gonna be like, whoa. Somebody call accountability and explain to me what the fuck is going on here. How come this thing that we paid 150 million is not generating the 200K, and our shareholders who supported this buy are saying, yo, what's going on with our money? How come our catalog that we bought is not generating the 200K that is supposed to generate every 3 months? What happened? Well, Joe Rogan did a show and he invited somebody. He's an anti-vax and blah, 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 and misinformation. So the guy said he doesn't want to be on Spotify no more. And he thought that everybody would follow in him. But from his 6 million fans, only 100,000 left to follow him on the other platforms, and the rest, they stay on Spotify where he's not. So instead of making 200K a month, now we only make 100K. But he doesn't want to be in a platform. And then the big boss of that company will say, I don't give a fuck about whatever he thinks. Put back the catalog in Spotify now. And he's going to call and say, hey, I don't want my catalog. And somebody will tell him, this is not your catalog, bro. You cute with your little dances and stances, but this is not your catalog. And trust me, it's going to be the same thing with all these people who followed him. Some of them, listen, when Spotify pays your record company 100,000 for 10 million stream or whatever amount of stream that you need to have that money, they only pay you 10% or 8% or 6% depending of your contract and depending of if they gave you an advance. And when you start realizing that, wait a minute, you call your label, hey, I'm used to getting my 10,000 every 3 months. What happened? Why do I only receive 4,000? Your label will tell you, well, you left Spotify. Yeah, but my fans are gonna follow me. No, my own fucking cousin will not leave Spotify for me. So why would your fan leave for you? And trust me, a lot of these people will come back. That's part one. Part two, a lot of fans are saying, yeah, listen. And a lot of people are saying, yeah, listen, Spotify doesn't pay artists. It's not true. Spotify is going to pay you $3,000 for 1 million streams. It's not going to pay you. They're going to pay your label if you're part of a label. The artist, the label will pay you 10%, 6%, depending on if you have an advance, nothing. So you want Spotify to pay the artist more? I'm gonna ask you the same question I always ask. Are you ready to pay Spotify $200K per month as a listener? Because there's a lot of fans who are here running and yelling, yeah, Spotify doesn't pay the artist. No, you, the fan, don't pay the artist, because you, the fan, is used to pay $12 for Netflix and $10 for Spotify. And the artists have to, and for that $10, you used to listen to 50 million songs. When I did my first album, people had to buy one CD to listen to 10, 15 songs. They had to buy one CD for $20. So back then, when you had a successful album and you sold 100,000 CDs, you made $1 million. Today, to make $1 million, you need to do a lot of streams. Why? Because everybody's used to not paying for music. They rent the music. And everybody's here saying, yeah, we want the artist to be paid more, but we don't want to pay more. Or I want to go to the cinema every day, but hey, I have my UGC card, I have my cinema card, so I just pay $20 a month. Oh my God, like Netflix, all these series are boring. Oh my God, they just put a show and there's nothing to watch. Oh yeah? You pay $12 and you receive like, I don't know how many series that you can watch, and you decide to watch like 25 episodes in 2 days. and then you say there's nothing to watch. No, you are watching. You have a bulimia of watching. This is the problem. And because for you, it doesn't cost any money, so you don't respect the content because you don't respect the value of the content because it's free. Because you use to free content, you refuse to remember how it was. When I wanted to buy an album of Bobby Brown or Michael Jackson or all these artists, I used to leave my house, take the subway, go from Jasmin to Champs-Élysées, go to the Virgin Megastore, get my free 4 CDs, have my 200 francs, and go to the cashier, the queue, pay for the things. On my way back, I would have my album, and I would open it, and I would read. Oh my God. Oh wow. The booklet. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Who wrote that album? Oh my God, this album produced. Okay, these songs produced by Kaysha. This one by Ali Angel. I can't wait to listen to it. And then when I arrive home, I would take the CD and I would put it in the CD player, and I would lock myself in my room so nobody come and disturb my peace. And this album for me, I would put it in a shelf like this, and it would have a value to me. It would have a value, the object. All you kids today, what you do, you take your phone, you go on Spotify, you put play. You don't care about music. You don't respect music as you say you do. You don't. And those are the same that you see in the YouTube comment. Spotify doesn't pay the artist. Oh, da, 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 da. Yeah, you don't pay the artist. So shut the fuck up. That's two. Not free. Why does Spotify choose Joe Rogan instead of Neil Young? It's very simple. When Spotify, wait, before I go number 3, let me look at your comments, because when I start talking by myself, my own cousin. Anyway. Hey, Heather. I'm telling you. See? Her too. But actually I only play Spotify. Yep, there you go. Spotify can even show you songs you will not normally listen to, but you love that music. Algorithm is on the next level. Exactly. Yep. Highlight. Preach people have to change and spend more on artists. Yeah. Put some super chats. Go click on the super chat and spend on artists. I'm giving you free content. Go ahead. Pay for it. Quality content come at a price. I'm telling you. There you go. That's how much we used to spend for music. When we knew that Michael Jackson was coming, we had money ready. Listen, that History album, I bought the white one, the yellow one, the pink one, and the green one, the blue one. I bought all of them. So now let me explain to you the last part of the conversation. And as I showed you before, I showed you how much Spotify was willing to pay for Joe Rogan. And everybody's talking about Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan is he's the poster boy of this. But not only they paid $100 million for Joe Rogan, they also paid another $900 million for a lot of other companies like Anchor and this and that, a lot of podcasts, so that those podcasts stay on Spotify. I'm going to explain to you why. And again, it comes back to this. When people say Spotify doesn't pay artists, people are so far from the truth. Spotify, there you go, soldier. It is. I'm telling you. Now, listen. When Spotify makes $100 from streams, it keeps 30%. Same thing for Apple Music, same thing for Google, same thing for everybody. They keep 30%. And they have to spend 70%. And those 70%, they give it. So they make $100, they keep $30, and they send $70 to the record labels. That's the deal. So all these money that Spotify makes, it goes to the record labels. And the record labels pay the artist pennies because the artists they don't own the content. As I was saying before, Neil Young only owns half of his catalog. And a lot of these artists who are following Neil Young, a lot of them, they don't even own their catalog. They're signed to record labels. So trust me, if their record labels realize, yo, listen, bro, or sis, you cute and everything, but you are fucking my money. I'm putting everything back on Spotify because all your fans that you think follow you, they stay on Spotify. Because everybody's tweeting emotionally, everybody's making a lot of noise. But when the dust settles, after a week or two, Kanye will do something, somebody will do something, there's going to be the next thing to be outraged about, and everybody will forget, and they will click play on Spotify, and they will stay there. Because to change platform, you have to take your credit card again, put it again. Maybe you will not have the promotion that you had from whatever. Maybe you're going to have this, maybe add it, and you have to, and now your friend is sending you, all your crew of people are sending you Spotify links, and you're like, oh wait, I have to, can you please tell me the name of the song so I can search on Apple Music? Oh my God. And then you go back to Spotify. Now, Spotify, for those who don't know, Spotify profit. You see, this should be paid content. Now, let's talk about the profitability of Spotify. Spotify has been losing money forever, and only in 2019, so last 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they start making money, right? So Rolling Stone under paywall. Anyway, why does Spotify not make money? This is the question that you have to ask yourself. Spotify doesn't make money because all the money they're making from me, let's say for me, when Spotify makes 20 million streams from me, they send me 70% of the money. I own 100% of my catalog, so all the money comes to me. They only make 30% of that money. Same for YouTube. When YouTube put an ad on these videos, or when you send a super chat, YouTube takes 30%. I keep 70%. And for Spotify, they have to pay the bandwidth, the internet, the cost of stocking all the masters, all that stuff, that the cost of operation is billions. So let's say every time they make, I don't know, 1 billion, the first thing they have to do is they have to send 700 millions to the labels, from Kaysha to Drake to Madonna to Rihanna to etc., Beyonce, whatever. Now, they're left with 300 million. And with these 300 million, they have to pay the internet bill, the servers all around the world, the people who work, etc., etc. And for a long, long time, they didn't make any money. Because the fans, if they say, like Netflix does, you know, I know you pay, so they have 500 million people. They're on their way to have 500 million people paying. When they receive the money and they have to pay for everything, the cost to run that operation, for a long time, it cost more money than it made money. But the investors kept paying. And now they're starting to make money. Why? First of all, because there's enough subscribers that pay and don't listen to music all the time to pay for the operation. It's the same thing as when you get a subscription for the movies. The fly. It's the same thing as when you get a subscription for movies. When you get in France, we had the UGC card, and the people who go to the movie every day because they have a card and they pay 30 for the card, those people, they don't generate money for the companies. Because every time you go watch a movie, if you watch, I don't know, 20 movies per week, you are costing to the company 20 movies, and they have to pay the ticket to the movie studios. How they make money? They make money from the people who have a card, but they only go to the movies one time every month. Because those ones, they pay the same as you, but they only cost them one movie. So in the beginning, they lose money, but as they get more and more people being subscribed, let's say the cost is 20 million every month, 20 million every year, and the number of subscribers is only 100,000, they lose money. But once they get 1 million subscribers, paying everyone paying 10, 20, now they get 20 million, and now they're on balance. Once they get 30, once they get 2 million subscribers paying 20, now they make 40 million, and the cost maybe goes to 25. That's how they make money. And on the case of Spotify, they realize one thing. When I play music from Kaysha, it costs me 70% because that's his music. When I play a podcast, I don't pay. I can't even use the company that I bought, Anchor, and the other companies that I bought to play advertisements that I'm gonna sell on top of those podcasts. And actually, when Joe Rogan comes with his 10 million followers who are all paying $10 to just listen to Joe Rogan, I make 100 million every month. So yeah, I'm gonna give him 100 million, and he's gonna do his show, and that's his show. I'm not gonna have, editorial, whatever. I'm just gonna let him do his show, and he's bringing me his people that he's been building from the last 11 years on his show. And I buy the exclusivity that the only way to to listen to the GRE experience now is to go on Spotify. And I'm gonna pay it 100 million, because if it just comes with 1 million people, some people said, when he said, I'm leaving to Spotify, a lot of people said in the comments, bye, we staying on YouTube. There's no way I'm paying for Spotify. But 1 million people said, I'm going. That 1 million people paid $10 per month. So first month, they pay him 100 million. First month, they made 10 million from the 1 million people. Then another 1 million people came. That's 2 million people. Then they start making 20 million on the second month. Now they already got 30 million back. Now he has 11 million people listening to him every month, every episode. 11 million people paying subscribers from that guy. That's 110 million that they do from him every month. So Neil Young can go wherever he wants. This guy is bringing us everything we paid. We paid him 100 million, and he brings us 100 million every month from the 10 million people who listening to him. And all these people, they also stay, they listen to other things, etc. If they listen to podcasts, we don't have to pay them. We don't have to pay the creators 70%. So Kaysha, you can go wherever you want. We don't give a fuck. Only if Drake leaves, it's a problem. And Drake has no reason to leave, because Drake knows that if he gets, I don't know how much Drake makes from Spotify. He probably gets, let's say he gets 1 million every month from Spotify. If he leaves, he's gonna take a good chunk of fans with him. But if Kanye doesn't leave, and Beyonce doesn't leave, and maybe only 10% of the people will come. And after a month or two, Drake's gonna realize, I took a lot of people with me, but I used to make 1 million a month from this platform. And on this other platform, I only make 200K. I'm losing money. And people will tell him, yo, people don't jump platforms for you guys. Only if all the creators decide, hey, we're leaving. Then there's a problem. But most creators will stay there. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. If a big guy like Neil Young leaves the platform, because you have to understand how Spotify pays us. They make the money from all the subscriptions, and then they divide the money in everybody depending on how much percent you stream, right? Now, if this guy leaves, it's actually more money from me in reality. But people don't jump platforms like this unless they are your super fans. And the percentage of super fans you have is always, 10% of your fans. Most other people, they like you, but not enough to follow you in another platform. Yeah, they will put comments on, because you see a lot of comments on Twitter, a lot of people that are outraged, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, yeah. It's still only 10% of the fans, maybe 5, maybe 3%. The rest, maybe they agree with what is being said. Maybe they agree with this sentiment of, listen, we don't know about those vaccine things. There's a lot of people that they want to listen to that content. So if I'm Spotify and I paid you 100 million and you bring me 100 million a month, and when that other guy brings me 10 million, I have to give him back 7 million. So I only make 3 million from him a month. The choice is easy. And the people who spend money on Spotify, the investors, the people who have shares. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Let me go my stock option and search. There you go. Me, the shareholders, because I own some Spotify. I own, I don't know, $300, $400 anyway. Me, the capitalist, who's like, yo, listen, these Joe Rogan guys bringing us money. Keep it coming. I'm gonna be like, yo guys, listen, do something to calm people, but don't let Joe go. Because as shareholders, we in for the money. We're not here for all your bullshit debates. You see what I mean? Now, to finish, wait, let me see the comments. There's round 2 now with the clips of the N-word. I'm coming to this. Listen, I'm coming. Hey, Tatiana, long time. How are you? The comments on social platform don't feed content creators. I'm gonna tell you something about the N-word thing. So first of all, I saw Joe's response about it. You can come to this show and take 178 episode multiplied by 3 hours. It's more or less what I do. Okay, I have 534 hours of this show. You take the 500 hours of this show and you cut every time I said nigga, or every time I said other things, gay, trans, whatever, and you just cut them and you do a super clip, a super thing, and yeah, you take everything out of its context, and any joke, any things like, listen, I grew up making African jokes, gay jokes, all these jokes. I grew up with that, and when I talk with my friends, I continue doing those jokes, and the intent is not harmful. The intent, but anybody can go and record a conversation between me and Bodhisattva, and we call each other small names because our gay friends, they know how much we love them, and we have no homophobia in us. But you just take the little phrases that we say when we just joking between each other, and you just cut them and do a video of all of them, and yeah, everybody will call us names and etc. Right? The problem is here. To me, when I saw that video, first of all, I was not shocked, because I was seeing from the cuts that you could see that the context. I'm not trying to defend nobody. Listen, I'm not a Joe Rogan fan personally. I see the show from time to time, but I don't listen to it on Spotify especially. I actually watch videos when there's some clips on YouTube. I watch them, but I don't watch the whole show. I'm not a fan. I'm you know, some shows are interesting, some others I don't. Okay. But when I saw all the clips, I was not shocked personally. Why? Because first of all, there was that's 11 years of content. So there were some times that I could see that there was I would love to listen to every episode with the context. And I'm not American. So when I hear that word, I'm not shocked, because I've been used to hearing it in hip hop, etc., etc. And you have, even in the American, you have those different groups. You have the people who use it all the time because for them, like, it means guy for a lot of people. Like when I listen to the Joe Budden podcast, they call each other this way, but it's not in a derogative term. They call it, they say it as they would say, bro. And some other people in the black community in America, they just want nobody to use the word, right? And some others, they want to use the word, they want to use it even when they call their white friends, but they don't want the white people to use it. But I also know some white people that use it, but not in the bad way, just because like them. Listen, if you grew up in Portugal around black people and everybody, yo, my nigga, nah, nah. Listen, I have some people there, they say my nigga, and I know how they mean it, and I don't care because it's not my history either. So now, the global outrage that people love to do as if we all have to think like you, it doesn't work with me. It didn't shock me. All that video, that it didn't shock me. It shocked some people. Listen, it's their prerogative. I understand. If it shocks you, I don't disrespect it. I'm just talking about me. It didn't shock me. So if some people now they want to use this to paint him as a racist, I'm sorry. I just told you the money that's invested in those things. CNN and the left wing of the US is trying to be the only narrative when it comes to COVID, when it comes to all these things. And painting somebody as a racist or an anti-vax is perfect to regain the popularity that you are losing, because a lot of people don't trust CNN anymore because of scandals, because of some things they said a year ago. They are now saying the opposite. And a lot of people, like they say, they prefer creators that look like them or that are closer to them, etc., etc. And so we went from a Neil Young thing to now we are just trying to silence this guy. Now, if I remember well, the same Neil Young used to say that AIDS was because of gays. I can also go back and start looking at the things he said when he was young and try to cancel him. But I'm against cancel culture in general. I'm against that. And now you're going to have all these different pieces that are, listen, let me show you again. Let me show you again. This is Spotify, 50%. Those people, they would love this guy to fall so they can get all the money that is coming here from subscription. They all want it. All these people, they want it. So all the people who are, so why would CNN, Rolling Stone, all these people are Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan? Why? Because Joe Rogan is too powerful. He has 11 million people listening to him religiously. And they want him to tell those 11 million people what they want. And this is my problem right now with a lot of the people who lean on the left. In a lot of countries, I'm seeing this in France, and I'm seeing this in the US. A lot of people that lean on the left, they are the cancel culture. When they don't agree with you, they just want to cancel you. Listen, the same people used to say that masks were useless. The same people, listen, that show where the guest, I forgot his name, that came on Joe Rogan, they say, oh, Joe Rogan invited an anti-vax. The guy has 3 shots of the vaccine. And he's the guy who invented, he says that he invented the technology that people use, the mRNA. He's the guy, he says he's the inventor of the technology. And he's vaccinated. That's his technology. He invented that shit. So why you call him an anti-vax? This is a lie. So you say, oh, he's inviting an anti-vax who's saying whatever. They're saying that listen, science has never been something where there's only one voice. Science always moved in chaos. Some people say this, some people say that, some people agree, something like that, and then times tells what is the actual science tell the actual facts, I would say. But people cannot just agree on that, and especially with coronavirus, where every day there's new answers because it's still fairly new. It's been 2 years. So nobody has all the answers, and everybody is acting like they have the answers. And there's a part of the people, okay, there's a part on the other side that they also go crazy. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Listen, but when somebody tells you, like, I've seen things in France where anytime somebody has a little bit of skepticism, they call him anti-vax. Listen, if you have all your vaccines and the only one you don't have is the COVID vaccine, you're not an anti-vax. You're scared of this one. It doesn't mean that you don't have the vaccine for polio, for tuberculosis, for this, for that, for whatever. Maybe you have everything else. This is not what an anti-vax is. But a lot of those media now, they are just simplifying everything. Hey, if you don't agree with us, you're an anti-vax, you are right wing, you are racist, you are this, and boom. And this is dangerous. It is dangerous because you're not going to take 11 million people, and because you remove Joe Rogan from the platform, you think those people will just listen to you now? No, they're going to hate you even more. They're going to trust you even less because you're just trying to cancel the people that is the people they listen to. And listen, when I listen to his show, it's not an anti-vax show. He invites people. Some people go one way, some other go another way, and he has his opinion. He believes that, yeah, listen, if you are young young and healthy, you should be fine. And listen, for most people, it's true. But yeah, listen, if you're unlucky and you catch the Delta one and he fucked you and you died, yeah, then that's fucked up. But we're not kids. I'm 48. I take my decisions. I got 3 vaccines. I had COVID, then I took vaccine 1, and then I did my booster shot 2 weeks ago. So nobody's gonna call. So what if I say, hey, listen, I believe that with Omicron, everybody overreacted. That's what I believe. I believe that now that we see where we are. But I also understand why people overreacted. Because imagine if it was super dangerous and people didn't overreact and didn't do nothing, people would say, you didn't do nothing. So I understand that it's hard to lead a country and populations. I understand. But look now, you have countries like Denmark, all North Europe, they're starting to say, listen, it's not a pandemic anymore, it's an endemic. And now in our countries, no mask, no vaccine, no this, no that, you fine. We think it's okay now. It's going to be like a flu. It's their decision. They might change. They didn't say it's forever. But right now, in the state of where we are, a lot of countries are now starting to take this stance. Portugal, same thing. They're about to remove masks inside, all the things, and maybe you will, as long as you have your proof of vaccination, you will be able to go anywhere. And I think even to enter the country, you soon might not need to have proof of vaccination, because at a point we're going to change. We're going to move to, maybe we're going to the virus will leave by its, etc., etc. So it is not crazy to ask yourself as an intelligent person, did we need the booster? Or maybe with the 2 shots, Omicron, it was fine. And it's okay. And maybe like even the people who are not vaccinated, if they catch COVID 2 times, it's the same thing as they took booster shots. They took 2 shots. It's the same thing. You got infected, you got back, or maybe it didn't really do you nothing, maybe a little flu, and then you got it again, and it's more or less the same thing than taking the vaccine. From what science says, it's not exactly the same thing, but more or less the same thing, right? So, why the craziness? Why the craziness? Why wanting to become like dictators when it comes to that? You cannot just force people into things. You have to let them, you have to bring them to something. And the problem that a lot of people have with people when they have too much power is that if you have 11 million people listening to you, it's not 11 million idiots. They take their own decisions. And if he invites people, he's going to invite the people he wants. That's his show. And if he invites somebody who has different opinions than the rest of the doctors, yeah, he's going to say what he has to say. But those people are acting as if because he invites those people, he's spreading misinformation. Okay, well, what about you guys invaded Iraq for weapons of mass destruction that never existed? I don't remember nobody making you pay for this. I was on CNN, you were showing the weapons of mass destruction all the time. And then, yeah, people went invaded another country to free them with bombs. And you guys, these countries, they lied. That was a lie. So you can lie, other people cannot lie. You can, like, you lie. That was a lie. Now people, they're just saying, oh, me, my opinion is this. I'm a scientist. I have this, I have that. And that. Now, anti-vax. I'm sorry, like, we've been talking about this whole thing for 2 years. My opinion has been moving all the time about the whole thing. And I believe that if you don't want to get vaccinated, don't. But if to protect ourselves, the rest of the people, the population, they have those passes and all these things for now, as the virus is still around everybody. You also have to understand that there's some things that you will not be able to do. But then some people come and say, no, they cannot use the hospital, the public hospital. Then I'm like, wait a minute. They pay taxes as well. You cannot come and becoming a tyrant just because you want people to be vaccinated. There's some people they will not want. And what if they catch COVID and they die? Well, their decision. What you want me to tell you? So there's a lot of big money in there. Don't forget that Pfizer and those companies, they are big sponsors of CNN and Co. Don't forget that the people who buy those catalogs from the Neil Youngs and etc., they also come from big capital. And some of them, there are also some interest behind them. Don't forget that the people who are against Joe Rogan, they are trying to get back control of the narrative. CNN and all these media, Rolling Stone, etc., all the left media in the US that are making this into a crazy thing. They have been losing the interest of the people to people like Joe Rogan and other people. And instead of doing quality journalism to get back the trust of the people, they prefer canceling the competition. It's nothing new. It's politics as usual. And all the people in the comments who are just here yelling about, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, that's the usual tactics. When you get too powerful, they find the 7th time or 10th time you said the N-words, they find that girl that, oh my God, like, oh yeah, you know, we had sex, but I'm not sure if I wanted, rapist. Like all these things, they find it. They're going to start finding the secrets because they cannot beat you. And all the idiots, yeah, they come on the internet and they comment. And they yell, Spotify doesn't pay the artists and this and that, Spotify that. Yeah, listen. Spotify is number one and some people want Spotify to fall. And instead of working to have a better platform, it's even better that there's a little scandal. It's perfect. We can make, hey, listen, if we have 100,000 people come in, it's fine. Joe Rogan is more powerful than CNN and they don't like it. That's the truth as well. And because he invites people doesn't mean that he believes the same as him. Like as them. Listen, he has invited 1,000 people in there. They're not all right wing. He invites people from all walks of life. From Dave Chappelle to this and that, and he talks, have conversation with them. It's not because you invite somebody that you have the same opinion as those people. And most people that I've seen commenting and being enraged, they don't use Spotify and they don't listen to Joe Rogan. This is also the truth of the internet. There's a lot of people that just follow the hate wagon until there's a new wagon to follow. Next station, they go to the next story. This is also the reality. And listen, I believe I'm part of the people who like to take a step back and try to understand everything that is at play here. And why is everybody, every week there's a story about Joe Rogan. Every week there's something. Every week there's, listen. This is not the role of the platforms to do the censorship, in my opinion. It's the role of maybe the judge to say to a platform, hey, this person, you have to remove that video and that video. But this idea of removing people because you don't agree with them and calling what they say disinformation, but calling what you say information, like if you hold the truth and they don't, is dangerous. This is dangerous. It's better to say, I disagree. I disagree, and these are the facts why I disagree. But if you start calling everybody that you disagree with anti-vax, anti-this, racist, homophobic, transphobic, this, that's easy. That's the easy game. It's too easy. And it works for all the small minds that constitute 95% of the population. But guys like me, that it doesn't work. I'm too smart for that. I want to make my opinions by myself. And I cannot make my opinions by myself if you force me just one side of your opinion and call it the truth. Listen, I like to listen to left-wing media, center media, non-opinion facts and narratives, right-wing. I try to listen to everybody and I try to listen to what they have to say. And listen, if somebody who is the worst racist of the world, rapist, bastard, whatever, tells me that the sky is blue, I'm not going to go yell and say, did you hear what he said? He said the sky is blue, he's crazy. No, I'm going to say, yep, the sky is blue. You told the truth. Sky is blue. I agree. It's blue. It's blue. Those people now, whatever you say, they don't even listen to what you have to say. They are trying to find a way. He said the sky is blue, but in reality, it was almost 6 p.m. So the sky was starting to be pink, and there was some clouds. So technically, it was grayish with blue here and da. So he lied. Really, nigga? You get out of here. Hear the minority, learn from them, share compassion and support is important, but the cancel culture is hypocrite in so many ways. A lot of people from this cancel culture are themselves incoherent, and ignorant. And a lot of people are worse than the people that they call their enemies. The cancel culture is at work, spirit of division. There you go. We miss you too, T. Asking someone if they are vaccinated is an invasion of privacy. Joe Rogan is the target of mainstream media organization. Yep. And the question you have to ask yourself is why? Very important. But listen, if you're still here and you're not sleeping, Matt Music, what up? Put me some rainbows in the chat if you enjoyed this conversation. I enjoyed having it with you. And are you skyphobic? If you enjoyed this conversation, put me some rainbows in the chat or some unicorns. And listen, I enjoyed having this conversation with you. It was fun to talk about those things. And I'll be back Wednesday for more, I guess, and I'm gonna leave you with what am I gonna leave you with? Let me show you some. Let's listen to some good some good Kaysha. Actually, we're gonna listen to some Angel City. We will listen to from the album Bad Western Score. We're gonna listen to Ela Não Ama Mais. Very nice instrumental. Listen. As always, this show is brought to you by Shadaware.com, the gods of good fortune. Thanks to all the subscribers on the channel, and I will see you soon. I'm trying to do this show in 2 hours, but sometimes the subjects. Listen, I could go another 2 hours on the subject, but it's dangerous. Listen, as we are small, nobody cares about what we say. But trust me, if there was 10,000 people watching, some people will start finding whatever I said somewhere as a joke and try to cancel. Because that's how it is. When you have power, you become the target of those who are trying to get that power without working. Because I've been the target of people in the past in a lot of the different industry where I was too smart, too strong, too fast, too this, too that, too cute, too many girls, only 7. I know how it works. So it's kind of hard to get me with those things. But listen, it is what it is. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much, my people. Peace. Bless. I played the wrong song.